This is not an exciting test match anymore because it is only one-way traffic.
Yep.
England
2-2.
is well on its way to make it 2-all in the Ashes series, with Australia now struggling at 113 for 4, still trailing by how many? 200?
162 runs.
162. With 6 wickets in hand. Though they've still got a lot of batting with Labuschagne still on the crease. They've got Mitch Marsh on the crease. Green to follow.
Green and Carey to follow.
Carey to
so
follow.
There's plenty of batting.
Yeah, but I don't think. The only thing that can save them now is rain.
Which is predicted for Saturday and Sunday.
In fact, the commentators on air were saying that it's anticipated they could lose up to a day based on the amount of rain that's expected.
But that still gives them one day.
One day with cloud cover.
One day of cloud cover, so you clearly get those 6 wickets.
Yeah.
No, it could be a scenario where they go past that 162 run lead, Australia, marginally ahead, and in one day you'll chase it down. If it's like 50, 60, whatever, something like that, sort of a total, you chase it down. Even for that, they'll have to bat really well.
Yeah.
Though must say that Smith is looking good. Bad shot. Bad shot.
Second consecutive innings.
Why would he do that?
I don't know what's happening with Steve Smith, honestly. I think they're kind of rattling him with that fast incoming delivery a lot. You remember even the first innings, incoming LBW. Now
this one was
terrible shot. I mean, very unlike Steve
you should have
Smith.
just let go of that.
He went for it.
Let go of that. Didn't need to. I don't know why he played that, which is again, for a man like Steve Smith, because we spoke about it, man for occasion, knows when to, really let his bat do the talking. This is perfect scenario for him, or a stage for him to have gotten those runs. Did not. Labuschagne, his understudy, you could call him, is looking good at 44 at the moment, but still, I think from where they are right now, a long road ahead.
Yeah.
They can at best just try and delay the inevitable, but not change it.
Because look, on Saturday there's 90% chances of rain. Sunday is 100%. So if they can somehow hang in.
No, percentage chance of rain, if you read, is it percentage chance of rain, or as we've been told,
area cover, but a 90% area covered is still a lot. The stadium might just come in that 90%.
Yeah.
But sure, rains for 1 hour, 2 hours.
When you type Old Trafford, 90%.
Yeah, but I'm saying for how long it carries on.
Throughout the day.
That is interesting.
Throughout the day. And even for Sunday, it is throughout the day.
But you said, at best, it seems like the rain combined over 2 days, 1 day is lost.
That's what the commentators were saying. And again, Sky commentators, I tend to
believe them a lot more.
Yeah.
If there's one thing to like about anything of English broadcasting, it's the Sky team.
But you like them for their cricket commentary, not their weather prediction. They could still get that horribly wrong.
They're basing it on, I'm guessing, whatever the weather guys have predicted.
Yeah, which is not always
accurate, especially with the case of the United Kingdom.
Anyway, let's get back to the test match. Weather aside, whether that happens or not, we'll of course be tracking that.
Yep.
But they had a chance. I think just the way the day started and the way Bairstow played, continuing from there, I think the first couple of hours were good for them, where they got those 4 wickets early on, and he could have still made a game of it had they got, again, the one tail-ender that England had in Jimmy Anderson, and they got him out early and not allowed those 60-70 run stand. I think towards the end, Bairstow and at that time Jimmy Anderson had, I think that just knocked the wind out of the English team.
Yeah.
Had that not happened,
slightly lower.
From 526 for 9 to 592, 66 runs.
That's why I said 60-70 odd run stand. Yep. That just completely knocked the winds out of the Australian team. Also, see, 60-70 runs, they're so far ahead, may not look that important. But I'm saying, when you're bowling and you concede those 60-70 run partnership with the last wicket, where, by the way, Bairstow is like attacking you, hitting sixes at will. I think it tends to have that effect when you come out to bat. So that's another thing that would have happened.
And so 66 runs, of which 61 were scored by Webster.
Yeah.
Madness. So he just went for it in that, and that is very deflating. Because you know you have a tail-ender the other end, the tail-ender wasn't taking much strike, you placed the entire field out, and this man is lofting you for sixes.
More than that, the 5 runs, what was the most deflating moment? Cummins banging it short, Anderson makes room, whacks it to deep mid-wicket, 1 bounce 4.
Yeah.
That has to be the most deflating point in this entire test match.
For a number 11 to be doing that. Yeah.
That too to your captain, opposing captain. That's it. Australia looked short at that very moment, and we saw it on day 3 itself. I mean, day 2.
Yeah.
Look at the pace, 592 in 107.
But again, a lot of talk will be on baseball, and they did play baseball and aggressive cricket that they can. But I think the pitch and the conditions allowed them to do
of
that.
course.
Yeah.
Also a bit below par Australian bowling, but the conditions allowed them to do that. They could play this way. It's not possible for you to play like this in certain other conditions. Where we saw overcast condition, it was tough. And if you try to play like that, then you were basically shooting yourself in the foot. This is the kind of condition that allows them to do that. So they did that. I think where Australia have faltered, pursuing with a David Warner, and then he gets out early, is not helping their cause. That's one. And I think the other advantage that England have had over Australia, why on a track where 500 should be okay, 450, 500 should be par total. Australia should also get it. Yeah. I think the biggest difference has been that extra pace that England have got, which has really hurried them up. So it's not really the conditions that is helping you, which is why Jimmy Anderson hasn't been that effective. But look at that extra pace that Vokes and Wood have shown, then even if you have flat conditions, you will get the opposition out. And I think these two things put together, batting conditions that is allowing England to play baseball, and bowling conditions where they really don't need conditions to help them, but just genuine pace, are the two factors which has ensured that England way ahead.
Look at the two, if you look at extreme pace factors. Australia, who's the quickest? Stark, Cummins. Stark's been wayward. Cummins has been wayward. What's been the X factor in England? Mark Wood, accuracy.
And remember, this is his second test of this thing, so he's relatively fresh.
Yep.
That I think is important.
That is, and look at the head dismissal, Travis Head.
That was a
91 miles, but what was done is accurate right in the face. For all of us, we would say, oh, we are not playing cricket if we get that kind of a delivery.
No, but that is what you call in Hindi, dara ke out kiya.
That was
dara ke out.
Travis Head.
Yeah.
Head also, like the way he tucked was pure first, safety first.
By the way, you can hit 90 miles, but more often than not, when you hit 90 miles, it's an overpitch delivery. For a short delivery to be clocking at 91,
the effort.
Whoa, man, that has to be genuinely quick. I don't blame.
Combined with the effort, that accuracy to get it at 91 miles and that to here, good luck if you're a bat. And you mentioned even Wood, 2 tests, even Vokes, 2 tests.
The best is Vokes and Wood.
Yep.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Australia, they had Neser. Why couldn't they have played him? Even despite of the injuries,
He's playing county cricket, isn't
he
there?
is.
Yeah,
But he is in the squad also. Imagine, okay, Boland was not firing. Why don't you get a zippy guy like Neser in? You look at it in Australia, those kind of wickets, he gets pace, he gets that movement, similar to what Mark Wood can get.
But I think it would have been a tough call to change your bowling lineup with a star.
With the kind of bowlers they have.
Wood. Yeah, I won't blame them. I think it's the batting that's let them down, and the bowling let them down primarily because they weren't tired and the conditions here weren't great. I think they still require some sort of movement there for their bowlers to come good. England also, that's what I'm saying, if England had 3 Jimmy Andersons, Australia would be piling on 600 runs.
600, yep.
They've got Woods and Vogue, one as Shane points out, fresh, the other they're genuinely quick, so they're troubling you. And to add to it, a few bad shots.
Yep.
Steve Smith would be the most guilty in that regard. Who thought a day would come in by saying that?
Yeah. See, because again, you need certain points in a test match to turn around. So look, Labuschagne's look good. If Steve Smith was there, you get 100 for both. The game changes.
Even 100 for one or a 60-70 for the other, that's it. Suddenly the game is swung the other direction.
Yeah.
Right now, you note for a fact, but if you get Labuschagne, the others may or may not be able to counter attack, but who's guaranteeing you a big score?
Yep.
Who's sticking around for long? No one.
Yep.
The only Englishman there on top right now that I would feel for is Bairstow, 99. Stranded. You got to feel for him. But having said that, he'd be happy from where he was because of that drop catch and his bat really not doing
Much
really
stopping,
well.
yeah.
So I think there was a lot of pressure on Bairstow too. So this is like kind of ease that pressure.
He ticked the boxes on both those counts. He took a great catch of Mitchell Marsh that set about the collapse for Australia on day one.
Yep.
You know, the bat 99. But I think the way how they played, 5 more over 5. It gives you a result, and it also gives you that 1 day buffer also. That if it rains out, okay, I have day 5, maybe just about. I need 1 session. 1 session probably to get the Aussies all out.
And one thing you have to remember is this is not them, for once, thankfully, tweaking the conditions, let's say. They definitely, Manchester has always played this way. Good batting conditions. So if you can make hay, it's your pitch if you can actually bat long. We saw it last year with Smith.
Yeah, 211.
Yep.
Wait, last year you mean 2019?
I mean the last Ashes
edition. Yeah. So again, they played situational baseball, aided by the conditions. They couldn't have done it in Edgbaston where there was a bit of movement. So situational baseball was the thing that was missing in the 2 tests.
Yeah. And now they've discovered that.
Because in Edgbaston, the declaration was not needed. 387 for 8, getting 20 wins, okay. If it had worked. It was a gamble.
It was a big gamble.
But it didn't work for them. So that's why rain for 2 days. But I think England will just need 2 sessions.
2 to 3 sessions. If you
That's
can
it.
get over the next 2 days, that's enough.
Yeah. But the weather is the one thing that is keeping this test match alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if it was normal, I mean, day 4, if it was bright and sunny, it's over in 2 sessions.
Then it would be done by tomorrow itself. You'd probably be
Second
by the
session.
time second or third session of the day. You maybe an hour of the third session, and you'd be done and dusted. 2-2 heading into the Oval.
The Oval.
Taking a few comments, Ankar Bishwas is saying the impact of Wood Vokes after the second test has been massive for Australia. Former Warner, Labuschagne Green has been a concern. Australia badly missing Lyon. Absolutely, and these are the points that we spoke about yesterday actually in our post-match show. This is what we discussed, how much they've missed Nathan Lyon. But in this test match, I think, as you point out, Wood and Vokes, we spoke about it, their form, and then the lack of form with the bat for some of the Australian batters stand out.
Big innings for Green. He has to step up because Marsh already stepped up with a century at Leeds. If Green doesn't, then serious questions will have to be asked about Cameron Green. Whether he's also maybe a kind of an Aussie flat track bully.
Or someone who's better suited maybe for than white ball cricket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because even with the ball, he's looked jaded, Cameron Green.
Hey, of course, you have to remember he's coming off a test match rest, so I don't think he was fit. So maybe that's affecting his rhythm a tad.
Yeah. A few more comments. Sport fan says nothing is left in this match except Australia's plea for rain. Yes, as Siddharth points out, plenty of chances of rain on day 4, day 5. So we'll find out. Ankur Naik says brilliant Ashes series we have witnessed so far. Absolutely. Imagine we do get that 1 day play in out of the 2, and you should likely get a result in that. Then it's all to play for at the Oval. What a test match that would be. Wow.
2-2, and remember, England have not lost to the Aussies at the Oval since 2015. I mean, they won in 2019, but they won in 2009. They drew in 2013. Drew in 2005, 2001 they lost. So 2 losses in 2 decades. So England hold the aces heading into the Oval.
The Oval.
That's why. But yeah, imagine if they win at the Oval, man. 87 years.
You've overturned 2-0 to 3-2.
Yep.
Wow. Would that be a comeback?
Yep.
For the moment, we'll take your leave because we're here to focus on the India-West Indies test match. India 8 down. They've lost Ajay Unadkat.
Yep.
416. So I think 450, which we were looking at, I don't think declaration is anywhere on their mind.
No,
450. So 2 wickets. It would be around tea time or may have.
Ashwin, as always, he might get to a 50. The tail would hang around and maybe around 450. That's it.
But I think they'll get out before tea because there's still 40 minutes to go for tea time.
Yeah. And remember, if one more wicket falls, they can extend tea.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll need to. It'll happen before that.
Before that, yep.
And don't forget, India's last
Can they have early tea?
No.
If it happens 10 minutes before, I think they can.
They can, huh?
10
it might
minutes
happen.
before?
Yes.
Yeah, let's say if it happens 10 minutes before,
Yeah.
then they'll take tea. Now there's no point
Yep.
because that much.
That much time you need for the
Unit
over.
innings change over anyway 10 minutes. So yeah, if 12 o'clock India are all out, then early tea will be
Early
taken.
tea and then this.
Final session will be extended. Then,
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll see you at tea time with a cup of teas.
yep,
Mm.
exactly. And Ashwin getting to 50 soon.
Oh, might.
It's quite very possible. 15 runs. Yeah,
Yep.
why not?
So
See you.
see you. Bye bye.